Scream 6 official trailer, 2023, Neve Campbell, David Arquette, Courteney Cox return. Of all the big franchises in Hollywood, like the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Jurassic Park, or The Fast and the Furious, none of them are as consistent as the Scream franchise. After revitalizing the horror franchise last year with the release of Scream, 2022, the film became a box office hit. This set up the perfect time for a sixth movie to begin production. Just over a year later, we were presented with Scream 6. The film stars returning actors like Jenna Ortega, Melissa Barrera, Courteney Cox, and Hayden Panettiere. The film takes place in New York City, with the returning characters trying to get away from Woodsboro after the events in the last film. Of course, Ghostface follows there in this film. With the setting in NYC, it makes it spookier, and no one can hear you scream in a city full of millions. Now, one of the biggest differences that set this movie apart from the other films in the franchise is the disappearance of the legacy character Sidney Prescott, played by actress Neve Campbell. While her disappearance is missed throughout the story, the film was able to create a new story focusing on other characters. The film achieved success by strictly focusing on the younger cast. One of the best performances in the film face from Scream, Billy Loomis. She just seemed constantly anxious and was very dramatic about everything that happened to her. In the new film, she was finally able to own up to her big secret. It felt like the character finally broke out of her shell and was fully able to own her character. Some other knockout performances come from Jasmine Savoy Brown, Samara Weaving, and Mason Gooding. Other worthy parts to talk about in the film are the suspense and tension. The film exceeds the most suspense when it comes to the high-intensity chase scenes. They leave you on the edge of your seat the entire time. Bringing the story to New York City instead of keeping it in Woodsboro like in past films creates a higher chance of Ghostface striking without anyone noticing. As a fight scene begins in a bodega store, you can feel the tightness of the area they're in. The classic reveal that happens at the end of every movie was satisfying to watch, and you feel the emotions of every character in those last moments. Scream 6 was an absolute thrill to watch. It was tense, scary, and had the right amount of